name's James. I am a 6'2" white male. I use the pronouns he, him. I have short ginger hair, and I was going to say fair skin, but I'm a bit sunburned, so I'm going to say red skinned. I'm wearing a pink stripy shirt and black trousers. So today I'm talking about a significant milestone, which feels apt, correct, as this year I celebrated my 40th birthday. Oh, you need to do better than that. It's a tough crowd. Okay, it's going to turn it on you, so it's your turn. By a show of hands, who here has already celebrated their birthday this year? You put your hands up. Great. So for those of you online, it's quite a lot of people. So a real happy birthday for you guys for when you had it. Okay, next up, who still has their birthday to come this year? Great, great. Happy birthday when it gets here. Now, we're taking it the long way around, but let's try this. It's the 11th of August. I'm looking for a Leo. Is it anybody in this room's birthday today? We've got one. One. Anyone else? Two. Anyone else? Two. Amazing. Guys, we're going to say it. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday! And come and see me after. I will buy you guys a drink. So birthdays are one of the world's great equalizers. And sometimes we should really make a fuss, right? Whether we mark them with cake, candles, or quiet denial, birthdays do something simple but profound. They remind us who we are and who we want to be. Last year, on the 10th of May, 2024, the National Gallery turned 200. A moment marked by NG200, a year-long festival of public engagement and major capital projects. A milestone that invited us not just to look back, but to look forward as an opportunity to catalyze progress. So let's take a quick look. Okay, so let me set the scene. The year is 1824, and George IV is on the British throne. The first passenger train is still actually a decade away, and yet something revolutionary is happening. An Act of British Parliament creates a gallery of paintings, not a royal collection, not a private estate, but a national treasure for everyone. That founding act 201 years ago was more than legislation. It was a promise that art should not be exclusive, that history, creativity, and beauty should be shared. Now fast forward almost 200 years, and we had a choice. We could celebrate with a new logo, which, as you can see, surprise, we did, shown here on London's Piccadilly curve very proudly. But we could also do something more ambitious, something more generous. So we asked ourselves, how could we not just mark 200 years, but make them matter? If NG200 was going to be an accelerant towards a better future, what might that look like? Our 4 guiding objectives became clear. Through greater reach and scale, we wanted to make it possible for more people in the UK to engage with great art so that great paintings can become more present in more people's lives. We wanted to encourage ownership and lifelong participation by establishing the public as our key stakeholder. And by telling the stories of human history held within our paintings, we wanted to create connections that bridge the gap between the gallery and our audiences. And lastly, fueled by the energy of NG200, we wanted to sustain investment and advocacy through high-impact projects and sector leadership. Now, I've selected some highlights, personal highlights for you today, but I do invite all of you to please go online and view the whole program. First up, is the National Treasures on Tour. We sent 12 iconic paintings from Turner to Monet on the road, one to each region of the UK. Through partnerships with local museums and galleries, they embedded these paintings in their own stories. In one city, school children led tours for their grandparents. In another, a community choir performed beside a painting that had never been seen outside of London. Over 750,000 people visited a National Treasure painting, and some, a small amount, even visited all 12. Next up, the Art Road Trip, coined by the UK press as the National Gallery on Wheels. Over the course of the year, our mobile art studio travelled 8,000 miles to hundreds of sites across the UK, reaching over 15,000 participants in their local community. And it wasn't all about geography, it was about generosity too. The Wonder of Art, the first comprehensive redisplay of the entire collection tracing 700 years of art, a once-in-a-generation opportunity to experience the National Gallery afresh, whether visiting for the first time or the 200th time. The Triumph of Art, led by artist Jeremy Deller. For our final act, just over 1 week ago, we took over Trafalgar Square for a free, family-friendly celebration. There were processions, performances, parades, parties, all that brought the gallery's collection to life, which rounded off our bicentenary celebration. And while the paintings and colleagues were travelling the length and breadth of the country, we transformed our home back in Trafalgar Square. So much more than bricks and mortar, the capital projects are an architectural expression of what we stand for. Reconfiguring the gallery's main entrance has redefined how people enter and move through the building so that we can better connect people with paintings. Reimagining our educational facilities with the creation of a new Centre for Creative Learning, co-designed with and for children. And then very close to my heart, reimagining what it is to belong to the National Gallery. We've introduced a new tiered membership, offering new ways in for harder to reach but loyal audiences, and a brand new destination for top tier members to call home, all for the cool cost of £130 a year. That's about $175 for everyone in the room. And we do happily welcome international members. Introducing Supporters House.
Behind a private entrance on Trafalgar Square, open old doors to new spaces. Welcome to Supporters House, a dedicated space to socialise, dine and unwind. Enjoy the finest seasonal menus from Maestro chef Giorgio Locatelli. A new London hotspot for conversations with curators, talks by favourite authors and artistic masterclasses. The champagne is on ice, where great art is just the start. Become a house member today.
So this was NG200, a national moment led locally, celebrated collectively. And as we look ahead, our promise is this, that the National Gallery will remain a space for everyone, everywhere. A home where great paintings inspire new ideas for the future. And a gallery for the nation. So why is it important cultural organisations mark these milestone moments? Because when we pause to celebrate, we create space. Space for new voices, space for new relationships, and space for new ways of seeing. So in closing, identify your next milestone moment. Think about how to show up for community in different ways. And ask yourself how you can make it matter. And as I'm learning, age really is just a number. It's what you do with it that counts. So you've heard our story. Now let's enjoy the light show. Thank you.